Hello, all of you who are going to have a non-laboring cesarean. Complicated topic for sure. You may absolutely want one and be delighted. You may absolutely be livid with anger that you don't have a choice. And this is where the politics of childbirth interfere with the more basic understanding that we must all have. You got pregnant to have a baby. You didn't get pregnant to have a type of birth. You're pregnant. You can learn skills to birth your baby because it's enjoyable, it's pleasurable, it calms you, it makes you feel involved, and you can use skills to birth your baby because you're going to have to drive to the hospital and you're going to have to be prepped and you're going to lie there having a surgery and being sewn up, and then you're going to be in recovery. This is an activity. Pregnancy is an activity. Every pregnant woman does the activity of being pregnant until she does the activity of birthing her baby. So when Birthing Better families developed these skills in the early 1970s, there was only a 4.5% cesarean rate. 95% of us labored, but many of us suffered, thought we were going to die, hated the experience, and many of us had issues. 95% of women who labor and have a vaginal birth, that doesn't mean they're having that wonderful natural birth that natural birth movement talks about. It means that anything and everything that might happen at a birth is normal and natural. Not just women dying or babies dying. It can mean a lot of things, including that women lack skills to work through the activity that has, when you labor, often very intense pain. Are there any birthing better skills that women having non-laboring cesareans don't use? The only one, to some degree, is the internal work, preparing the birth canal. But many people do it a few times just because they want the experience. Now, what happens to a family when you're having a non-laboring cesarean? First of all, you pretty much know when it is, which means that you can start using the skills basically in the same order. If you're 24 weeks to 36 weeks, prepare your body for birth. Those are the skills you should focus on, and the birth and birth coaching skills you start to include in that a little bit later in the time. If you're 36 weeks when you find this course and your scheduled cesarean is at 39 weeks, then you might not want to go through the body skills. You might just want to go through the birth management and the birth coaching skills, the breathing, the communication, the touch, the teamwork, because you are going to drive to the hospital and you have every single inhale and exhale to calm yourself and to breathe together with your partner. You can use the communication of nonverbal communication to periodically squeeze each other's hands, to know what you're talking about, or for your partner to just put his hand somewhere in your body and have you soften under his touch. When you're getting prepped, you may or may not be together, which means if you're separated, like many people are, the woman has skills that calms herself and works through the discomfort, and she knows that her partner's in another room doing the same thing. What do they know about their family? Their family is working together to do the activity of birthing their baby. When the surgery occurs, you may be absolutely numb from your breast down, or you may feel discomfort. Doesn't matter. This is your baby's birth. Be actively involved. With every inhale, you can open up inside your pelvis, and every exhale, soften inside. You and your partner can breathe together. You can have nonverbal communication skills and touch skills, maybe just at the top of your body. That's okay. Nobody in the room needs to know. This is your baby's birth, which means that if you are skilled to birth your baby and you've learned skills in pregnancy, then once your baby is born, you are moving into parenting, feeling competent and capable as a skilled mother and father. This has to be worth your time and energy. You do not want to see birth as a passive experience. You don't want to hear people in the birth conversation denying your birth as being a true birth. It's what women are doing to each other. It's the mean-spiritedness that women can have toward one another. And we have to stop that. Now, what can you do if you become a skilled birthing family that has a non-laboring cesarean? One is explain it to your friends and family. Tell them why you chose to become skilled parents. Because really it's easy. Because once your baby is with you, you have to be skilled parents. And you don't want to have that disconnect during pregnancy or preparing for birth or in birth. Because when we're disconnected, then when that baby is born, we're not as certain. We're confused because we don't have any continuity of self as skilled human beings. And humans, all of us, thrive on being skilled, whether we like the experience or not. The more skilled we are, the more we cope and manage, we handle, we deal with, we work through, we stay on top of, and we feel in control. And those qualities are so essential to how we parent and how we partner as well. So just know that many Birthing Better families had non-laboring cesareans. We didn't always like that we were going to have it, and some of us were absolutely thrilled that we weren't going to labor. It doesn't matter. This is your baby's birth, just as it was my baby's birth. So just enjoy becoming skilled. You have a birth memory, a birth story you will remember. Do it as skilled birthing mothers and skilled birthing fathers or others who are helping you.